Shut up.
And that's exactly where I choose to start recording again. Awesome. Hello, everybody. And this was something we threatened to do a while ago. And this is Kiwi Only War campaign. So, the Discord had a vote of what they wanted to play. And they decided that we should play a round of Only War. So, I dusted off my Only War books. And here we are. Well, actually, I dusted off my Only War books, asked two people who were actually GMs to run it. They both were away, so now I'm running it. So this will be entertaining.
Hail the Game Master!
This will be entertaining, at least. Alright, I will let the characters introduce themselves naturally throughout the story. So I shall just begin, and let's go. Alright, so the setting is, all four of your characters have been called into a empty command tent on the far end of the forward command base. All of you have just entered in one at a time, and you are now milling around, talking to each other while you await orders or whoever called you to this tent to show themselves.
I think I know who it is.
We are playing cards.
Sure. Yeah. We're playing cards.
This would be a good idea to introduce yourselves to each other.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going first because I'm not in alphabet.
Me first. I am the biggest, so I must be the one to speak. I am Dempsey Tank Brown. I am a heavy gunner. My guy is 7'6" and a wad of muscle, and he is also a natural-born leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Next.
Next.
Okay,
Fine.
Let's go from left to right on the Discord. So I'm next because
Left to right? Oh.
Well, remember, your characters are hanging around in the tent doing nothing, so you can make it natural how you introduce each other, or you can just snoot your noses
I
up
should have
and...
did that. Fuck. Damn. I'm so sad.
Oh. Shame. That's fine.
Anyways, sorry, I'm very terrible at descriptions. Basically, sanctioned psyker at the corner. Well, sanctioned psyker. That's pretty much all you need to know. Introverted as hell, and well, that's about it. I'm sorry, it's not by much.
Since I'm sitting right next to him at the tower game, I give him a pat on the back for sharing his name with us.
Nice.
This is fourth wall.
Damn it.
Next.
That actually would be you.
That is you, Cheese.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm a Valhallan ex-Death Squad medic. I am very skinny, but very fast. I was the best medic in my battalion. I always 100% sarcastic, and I'll always make a joke. I am a
Doctor.
good person to be around if you like jokes, obviously. And you're in safe hands if you're injured. So don't worry. That's it.
You casually see him sharpening his knife. What is the thing for amputation? I forget the blade's name.
The saw.
Yes, the saw.
Next.
No.
Yes.
I am Lucius Auxiliarius, a tech priest from Agrippina, and I long to kill the enemies of man.
That's how you sound like. Oh boy.
And you'll be killing the oldest enemy of man.
Don't you
Other
dare
men.
look at me. Don't you dare look at me.
The canvas slap rips in, and a figure walks in, yelling, "Room! Attention!" They are a tall, lean figure, dark-skinned, with tribal tattoos all across their arms and face. They're carrying a worn, sawn-off shotgun in their hands. Their uniform is faded with constant use, but not in a state of disrepair, as if it has seen heavy combat. They yell, "Attention!" and gesture for you to all stand to attention.
Gets up and basically all but just shambles to a spot.
Dempsey snaps straight to attention, loudest click ever of his heels, and salutes.
Alright.
Yuri bends his revolver and sheets into the gun holster, and speaks. Well, look what the Necron's dragon.
The sergeant goes, "Shut up, medic. The colonel's coming. Get to attention now. You
Dempsey
two,
gets evil
Psyker,
later.
stand up."
But won't you a ray of sunshine?
The sergeant ignores that as the tent flap wraps open to reveal a second figure. A man, tall, broad, about 6'6", wielding a commissar's uniform. They have a holstered bolt pistol on their left side, and they have a chainsword on their right. Their uniform.
Yuri asks Dempsey, Dempsey, is this your younger brother?
Shut it up. We're at attention.
The commissar enters into the room, looks you all with a stern, disapproving look, before standing to attention himself next to the sergeant. A third figure opens the tent flap and steps into the room. It is a woman, red hair caught up in a ponytail with bright blue eyes, about 5'6", wearing a faded military uniform with the rankings of an officer. She is lean, flat, but she has a stern look. She looks in her mid to
Yuri
late
winks
30s.
to Dempsey.
Dempsey is trying to ignore him.
She looks to be in her mid to late 30s. However, there is the faint hint of rejuvenant treatment, suggesting that she could be perhaps twice that age in reality. She carries a power fist in her right hand, which she flexes as she enters into the chamber, and on her left belt is a bolt pistol. She looks at everyone standing to attention, looks at the commissar and the sergeant, before saying, "Stand at ease, everyone."
Dempsey lets out a visible breath.
You know,
Find them.
The colonel, the sergeant and the commissar both relax and stand too, while the colonel addresses all of you as she walks back and forward in a little small pacing formation. "Alright, unit. You have been chosen here today because we require a urgent reconnaissance team to head out into the battlefield to review the latest intelligence we have found." Now, she gestures you over to a table where Sergeant Rauparaha walks up and pulls out a map which he spreads across the table, pinning the four corners down with 4 bolt shell casings. The colonel then gestures all of you to stand around the table and have a look at the map.
No,
Are you
they
doing
would
so?
We
presume
walk over to the table, and I put both hands on it, and I'm looking down, studying the map intently.
I spin my revolver.
Already drawing up a battle plan.
Okay. Colonel Moore, as Sergeant Rauparaha addresses her as, speaks again. Alright, the situation is this. The 234th Cadian Armour sent a armoured attack up from the south. However, unfortunately, their attack was repulsed, and a critical Banesword super heavy tank was lost in the engagement, alongside multiple Lehman Russ tanks and lesser armoured vehicles. The loss of such a valuable war relic and super heavy vehicle is unacceptable, and we have been ordered, as the Arataki Lightfoot, we have been ordered to move in and to secure the Banesword, identify its condition, its deterioration, if it is functional, And if it cannot be salvaged, then we are to destroy it to prevent it from falling into enemy hands.
Oh yeah. Steal a big, super heavy tank, which is like you meant by hostile infantry.
I
Sounds
look
like
at
fun.
cheese. I look at cheese and I go, strategic value absolute. And I go back to looking at the map.
The
I will
Commissar,
save this wayward servant of the Omnissiah.
the Commissar gives Cheese a disapproving look, while the Colonel gives a more approving look to the Tech Priest. Correct. It is imperative for the Imperial war effort that we salvage this vehicle. Now, we have chosen the small handpick squad because we believe you will be better able to slip through enemy lines than a full armored formation. Because of enemy anti-air batteries in the mountains, you will not be able to go in by aircraft, and you will need to move in by foot or whatever vehicles you have on hand to get to the target's location. Now,
I bet this is gonna involve a lot of walking.
The Colonel ignores that. And Sergeant Ralph Harahar sighs. Pulling up the map, the Colonel points up to Katape. Now, we are currently here in this position. We have 2 forward observation posts, here and here, pointing towards the pink dots at the crossroads, just to the east of the Katape. Now, these locations...
Wimbus, you have to actually manually let us be
Can we
able to
get
see
the map, please?
Get, please.
Alright.
Also,
that was
here.
should we speak in third character or first character? Or first person, I don't know what's it called.
I think
We're
first
in and out
person.
of character.
First person for now. At least until the briefing is done. We stay in character.
Yeah, sure.
Now,
Sure,
I couldn't actually port the map to bloody Roll20 because I tried. I need
fair
to
enough.
buy the full version for that, so...
Then
I'll
scroll up.
Yeah, I'll repost it again in the Discord.
For you.
Ah, shit. Wait, I have it right here. No problem.
Okay, if you have the map, then please pull it up. Otherwise, you have to scroll up a little bit too.
That's private information, Colonel.
This is metagaming. The Colonel isn't...
I know.
Shush! Shush, you lot.
Just post the map, damn it!
I've literally had teeth pulling more enjoyable than this.
Dempsey, you just can't imagine. He just can't understand the ineptitude that is.
There it is.
shown
One
above him.
moment. Give me 15 seconds.
There you go.
Just can't comprehend it.
That's
I've
fair enough.
reposted it again in RPG.
Don't you dare stun coating.
There it is. There it is.
Ah, blядь, too late.
Don't forget to put on the ones that me and you put together.
Hmm?
Don't forget the one that you put together.
Yeah. The lot more detailed and interesting one. Won't get us killed.
Yes.
We.
Okay.
We. Wait,
Yeah.
there it is. There
I
it
guess
is, there it is.
This is what's going on, and we're having technical difficulties. Dempsey will ask the Colonel how old she is. So, Colonel,
Oh, for fuck's
how old are you?
The Colonel looks affronted and says, "Know your place, Private. That is not relevant information."
Oh, damn, she got you. Thank.
Can I turn him into a servitor?
He gives a flat face, but looks back down. Yes, Colonel.
As you were. Alright. Now, gesturing everyone over. If we all look at the map here, gesturing over to everyone to point and look at the map.
Is it up?
Mhm.
I don't see it.
Okay, I don't.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I think you can assume if it's something like that, you can just assume that we're just gonna do that.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Well, we
It's
can't.
an
It's,
RPG boys.
It's
in
an
the- it's in
RPG.
the-
I can't port
Oh.
it to the
Oh, I
Roll20
see. Yeah,
unless
okay.
I buy the full version.
I will buy the full version for you later. Anyhow. Okay, so this is what it is. Yes, there it is. We know our plan.
Alright.
Yes.
As we can see, our Imperial lines are here and here, up the top position. The enemy have several patrols and outposts along the mountainous roads leading in towards the armor's position. Now, our last aerial reconnaissance did show that the tank was still in one piece at least, alongside the other ruined vehicles at the crossroads, marked down the bottom here. However, we cannot completely ascertain as to its functionality, so that is why we are choosing to send you in. Because of the nature of this mission, we are sending a Adeptus Mechanicus representative along with you to analyze the wreckage of the vehicle, and if possible, restore it to functionality.
Yuri says, I'm sorry while you're talking, I was trying to figure out where did you get this idea?
This idea comes straight from the top, from the general.
Ironic.
The general in the flagship above in orbit gave me explicit orders this morning that we are to secure this tank at all costs. While
DMC's holding his hands on his face.
While I sometimes question the necessity of such orders, it is not my place to question them. So, I have been ordered to organize a detachment to secure the tank. Therefore, your orders are to secure the tank.
Our orders. Hey.
If we survive this, Doc.
If. Don't worry, you're in good hands, comrade.
Now, enemy resistance. We are expecting traitor planetary defense force personnel stationed at checkpoints along with heavier garrisons at the major towns along position. We have noted that the ridge lines are clear and there's only light enemy patrols on them. However, they are open and exposed. Enemy mortar fire and artillery fire has hit our positions and hit our advanced scouts when they've attempted to go over the top. It is up to you as to the manner of which you infiltrate the enemy lines and secure the tank's location. We may be able to provide limited artillery support. However, air cover due to the enemy AA batteries is currently unavailable at this time.
Well, this is exactly what we need right now.
Colonel ignores that and goes back to looking down. Now, you have the option of taking Sergeant Ralparaha with you if you so choose. Otherwise, you may choose your armaments and equipment as you see fit and move out as soon as possible. Do you have any questions?
GM,
Yuri Craps.
GM, this is off the top. It's not in the game. Why am I a private? I've been in the fucking army since I was 15, and I'm fucking 38. How am I still a private?
You got demoted for making inappropriate advances towards the Sister of Battle, if you recall. It was a bit of a diplomatic incident amongst the regiment.
Diplomatic incident.
So you were promoted, you were demoted from sergeant.
A heavy gunner and not a sergeant.
You were demoted from your rank to back down to private.
GM, am I demoted?
No.
You were never promoted.
Yeah, you have not been promoted yet, and you were not caught in the incident that caught the private.
I'm about to be.
Anyway.
I'm so glad my guy has willpower. He's gonna need it.
Let's move on.
Anyway, the colonel asks any questions.
Yuri claps and says, I clap because it's finished, not because I like it.
Dempsey holds up.
The colonel has a visibly confused look on her face. Sergeant Ralparaha looks equally confused, while the commissar gives you a glaring look. Alright, well, if there are no further questions from anyone, alright, then...
raises his hand.
Yes, Private?
Will we have the codes to activate the bloody tank, to get it up and running?
The codes to activate the tank will be assigned to the your Tech Priest engine seer, gesturing over to AF, gesturing over to the Tech Priest. He will have the codes to start the vehicle in the case of it being still functional.
Do we have
Another
any
lunatic. This is gonna be fun.
Do we have any idea on what forces we will be facing?
There are currently, from the last aerial reconnaissance, there are no enemy locations or troops around the destroyed vehicles. It is uncertain as to the exact reasoning behind that. However, there has been no attempts by the enemy to secure or reactivate the damaged armor. Enemy forces you'll be facing are traitorous scum, renegade planetary defense force personnel, with a mix of infantry, artillery, and light vehicles. There has been unconfirmed rumors of patrols being destroyed or missing in mysterious circumstances. However, we cannot confirm anything at this time, so be on lookout.
What is their average training and equipment?
This was a moderately well-trained defense force. They have las guns, auto guns, and basic flak armor. Their discipline is enough to hold them through a firefight. However, their discipline is lacking when it comes to long-term engagements.
Nothing a las gun to the head can't fix. Haha.
MC has his heavy bolter, nor this. And he just puts it back down on the floor. By the way, he just curled that with just one arm. I hope that was a bit impressive.
The colonel was not even looking at your display, was continuing to look at the map. Sergeant Raul Paraha gives you a look like you're an idiot, and the commissar is still looking over the map.
What's the point of having all this bulk if I can't show it off? Anyhow, is it true, Colonel, that there are Xenos on the battlefield as well?
The commissar and the colonel give you a dirty look. That is a unsubstantiated rumor propagated around the mess halls and the latrines. We cannot confirm anything at this time, however, and we do not believe there are any foul Xenos in the area, although the disappearance of a number of our patrols has been concerning.
Lovely. Dempsey will also mutter to himself, that fucking sister just had to ruin everything. And then he'll look back at the map.
Yuri laughs a little bit.
Alright, the colonel stops looking over the map and stands up, goes, any further questions?
I just snap to attention and salute.
Good. Sergeant Raul Paraha yells, attention!
Already in attention.
He stands up a bit straighter.
Yuri flips a coin.
The commissar gives you another dirty look before the Colonel Moore, Sergeant Raul Paraha, and the commissar turn and leave the tent, leaving you alone with the map and yourselves and equipment.
I go to handshake every squad member.
Hand check? What?
Handshake.
Oh, handshake. Yep. I shake his hand, but I squeeze a little harder than I should.
Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry, Cheese. That was just payback for you laughing at the Battle of Sister incident. I gave him a pat on the shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Now it's up to you. You have the map. Do you want to discuss a battle plan? Your
Yes.
orders are your own. You can leave the tent and leave the compound. It's up to you.
Alright, well, MC decides to look at our sergeant. We're like, are you coming along, or are you going to stay here and watch the colonel?
The sergeant says, I will remain here and organize a potential second patrol in case of your failure in the first patrol.
How convenient.
Sergeant Raul Paraha turns and leaves without any further words.
Yuri leans to the table and says, are they literally trying to make a bullseye on our backs?
Well,
Sorry, I dragged you all into this death crusade for my head due to that sister that I tried to seduce one time.
Uh-huh. Yuri looks to the map and points out weak points between Pamkova and Osmaneli. and advises we make a diversion strike on Arataki and move south towards the road and to the tank. As there's a map I made. Look to it.
Like this diversion. Go down through the valley and over a few hills. Sounds like a pretty decent way. What is this blue icon? Sabotage division?
Diversion.
Ah, yes. That's gonna involve a lot of sneaking. Are you up for this, Doc?
Yeah, I mean, look, between Pamukova and Ospania, we didn't get any reports of hostile activity. I mean, look, the entire eastern side is empty. No signs of enemy activity. Look, the west side and the center, completely bunched up.
So Dempsey will cross his arms. Go, all right. So I guess this is our plan. Then we will do one attack on Tarakil to see what we are facing. After we win this skirmish.
Hold on. We need to ask the other two squad members what do they think.
I forgot they were there because me and Doc apparently know each other from other regiment.
Comrade Psyker, what do you think?
Well, other than, what do you mean engage anyone else?
We're going to be attacking
the army. Yeah, we are not the ones. We aren't the ones going to attack. We are trying to go to the tank, and may engage enemies there.
No. We have limited artillery support, so we use the artillery on Taraki and drive the enemy towards Taraki from Haisiyavdi and move south to avoid the enemy patrol and move towards the tank.
Okay. Okay, it was the way you said it. Then I understand the diversion.
Dempsey looks back and is like, "Are you sure they're going to actually give us, the artillery support, considering the shit I've done?"
You have great speech skills. I mean, you can use that to your advantage. Yuri laughs.
We'd be we'll be following the roads. I assume you mean following alongside the road.
Yes.
Trying to hunt.
In the hills, more accurately, but close to the road. Not too far.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it. I start checking over my equipment and heavy bolter. I grab a few extra ammunition.
I think we're ready to get our equipment.
I already have my heavy bolter with me.
Oh yeah. We don't.
I tried to lift it and impress everyone, but no.
Your strength will serve greatly when you are a servitor.
I look slowly over at our tech priest. And
Right, GM, can we get our equipment now?
Yes, you can. Okay.
Thank you.
So, you will need to exit the tent and move to the next door tent, which is the quartermaster's tent. There you will need to see the quartermaster, who shall give you your equipment alongside whatever he happens to have on hand as well, if you ask nicely.
Yuri lets Dempsey go out to the tent first.
Okay. I walk out the tent with my heavy bolter slung. I head to the quartermaster to get a few extra belts of ammunition.
You didn't enter the tent, actually. Wait.
Walked out the tent. I also
let the GM speak a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright. You walk into the quartermaster's tent. A skinny, rat-faced man, young, maybe late teens, is sitting behind a desk. He looks a little tetchy and a little twitchy. He looks up as you enter the room and seems a little intimidated by your size and stature before composing himself. He looks up and then says, hello, are you here for supplies? Do you have a requisition order?
Yuri enters the tent.
At the sight of more people, the young rat-faced quartermaster gets a little shy and awkward.
Dempsey holds up his arms like, it's all right. You have nothing to fear from us. We're just here to get supplies.
Okay.
And no, we do not have a requisition order.
Greetings, comrade quartermaster.
The quartermaster looks up at you and goes, "Are you that special mission, the one the sergeant told me about?"
Yes, we're gonna die soon. Don't worry. You'll get to scavenge our supplies later.
Dempsey sighs, looks at Doc, and goes, "You motherfucker," and goes back to talking to the rat.
Don't worry.
Unfortunately, that's the most accurate thing he potentially just said.
We are not going to die. I will regain my rank of sergeant.
Oh, you were sergeant.
Yes, I was once a sergeant.
Ironic.
Fuck you.
The quartermaster's a bit confused by all this banter, but says, "Well, you don't need a requisition form, but I only have limited stocks. What do you? What
I knew
What
it.
do you need?
Everything.
You have a last tech weaponry.
What are your orders? What do you want? I might have stuff in the back."
Your guns.
A heavy las, a las cannon, a multi-laser. You have anything like that?
Looks at the requisition form. Not for infantry. I have a spare vehicle weaponry, but you won't be able to use that one. I've got las guns, auto guns, las pistols. I have a couple bolt pistols, but they're for officers, and I don't think you're officers.
No,
You have a
not
las
anymore.
long
Dempsey
las.
grimaces. Not anymore.
I have a.
Yuri says, maybe we're officers in a clever disguise. Haha.
You don't have officers' uniforms.
Where I'm supposed to use
think
my
you're
intimidate
officers.
skill. This is where I'm supposed to use my intimidate skill, isn't it?
Go for it.
Jeez, I swear, if this gets me killed, I will be sad. Dempsey wants to roll intimidate to get a hold of a bolt pistol.
Okay. This requires pulling up the book.
Oh
1
God,
second.
I'm never gonna be a sergeant.
Shut up, you will be.
All right.
Pray to the Emperor, this works.
Oh, I do it again. I don't even remember.
Yeah, that kind of makes two of us. 1 second. Okay, here's the equipment list.
You do have intimidation skills, yeah?
Yes, I do. It's one of the
Perfect.
things with a heavy gunner, apparently.
It does make sense, right?
It does, considering I am the biggest motherfucker who entered the tent.
The Ultra Giga Chad.
The Ultra Giga Chad, who failed at seducing a sister of battle. Actually, let's just say that she was a canoness, so that's why I was absolutely demoted to low bullshit.
This is metagame. We'll talk about in character. The
Okay.
story.
You can talk
And
amongst
we're on
yourselves
the
in
wall.
character while I pull up what you need to roll.
So, Cheese, when did you join the guard?
My name is Yuri, not
Doc.
Cheese.
Doc, when did you join the guard?
When I was 14, then I entered medical school. I was the best student, I think.
I look upon you with absolute wonder, and I say, you joined as a child too?
Intimidate is based
Well,
on
yeah, actually.
strength. Your strength is 40.
And I tell him that I joined at 15 from Necromunda.
Oh, nice. I joined when I was 16.
Oh, I thought you said 14.
No.
16. All right. Well, so I look
Right.
over at Taven. Hey, Taven, what about you? How did you end up in the guard?
eyes just start sparking.
Got it. It looks away. Aetheric, how did you find the Omnisire?
My
I mean,
name
yes.
is Lucius. I was born on a fucking Forge World.
I got the response I wanted.
I-
It just works.
What's his name again?
Okay.
What's his name? Dempsey.
It's literally just named Dempsey or Tank.
No. Terex character.
Oh, Aetheric. His name's
Yeah.
Lucas.
Lucas.
Lucius.
All right.
Like,
Okay. Did special cursing programs go separately, or did you have to pay extra for that? Dempsey left
My
apparently.
emotion receptors return annoyance, and I choose to feel it.
Yuri says
Translation.
to
Translation. The bit of gray matter he still has finds you fucking annoying.
well,
Yuri says, it's okay if you don't like me. Not everyone has good tastes.
Dempsey is dying right now.
Yuri laughs with Dempsey.
I
In
give him a
fact, I'd
pat.
like you as proof of that.
Alright.
Well, Aetheric, how old are you? I'm sorry. Lucas, how old are you?
I'm like
Lucius.
23.
Lucius? What the fuck? I thought most of you tech priests were like a century or two old.
I'm a fucking
Are you
engine
single?
seer. Fuck you.
Agents here. Why do you have it on the axe?
I don't.
Okay.
Dempsey
Alright.
realized he's seeing things and people are going to notice, and he just shuts up.
Alright. The clerk has a reduced willpower and toughness. Your toughness is, which means you get an extra 10 plus 10.
So after I just stop laughing, I just turn and fix the most terrifying glare upon this ratling. I was like, can we please get those fucking las guns?
You
I'm
need
sorry.
to roll under 60. So this is, what dice are we using? Is it 2d10? What are we using?
You can actually go to our character sheet and roll it there.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
Roll it there. Alright. Character sheet.
So I don't roll it. It's the GM rolls it for us.
No, you literally like click on your intimidation skill in your character sheet. Like,
How do I open my
You-
character sheet again? Oh, it's up here. Yeah.
by clicking your mouse button.
Got it. Shot it. All right, I'm in character sheet now. What do I do again?
put your mouse over the, intimidation skill or whatever skill, and if it glows, you click it, and that's
Yep.
how you roll.
It says modifiers. You.
It's already put in if you already check the box.
Yeah, I already checked the box.
Oh,
so.
modifiers. The GM said you had a plus 10, correct?
Correct.
All right, so I
You just put a
10.
plus 10 in it, and then you accept.
All right, I submitted. Did it work?
Alright.
You failed.
Huh?
Wow.
Wait, what?
You failed
You
horribly.
rolled 3.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
Can I re-roll?
No.
No.
The rat-faced clerk, despite being noticeably afraid of all these new people, is not intimidated and says, No, therefore officers only. Sorry. I can give you basic equipment only.
Yuri slams
if
his
you-
fist
if you- If you
across his
threaten
table.
me, then I will need to call the commissar.
Yuri slams his fist on the quartermaster's table.
I grab cheese and pull him back. Like, no, there's no need to involve the commissar. We're sorry.
Okay.
Uh,
Yuri spins his knife.
He grabbed the knife and make him drop it by squeezing his wrist. I say, there is
He
no
dodged it.
need for the commissar.
the clerk, the quartermaster again is a bit shaken by all this, but says, "Do you want to just grab what you want and please go? Well, what do you guys want?"
Guns.
Do
Taven,
you have a long
Grabs the
lance?
lad's pistol and extra ammunition and just walks out the tent, completely done. And absolutely deflated that he failed to intimidate a ratling.
no, just a very. He could be a skinny person, but
Very skinny
He has
person,
a
yes.
rat face.
Taven walks up and goes like, "Is there a psychic hood?"
I
I
don't know what
I-
that is.
Enough.
Yuri walks to the quartermaster and asks, "What do you recommend for a medic?"
A medic, of course, sir. We've got a Medicaid bag. We've got extra bandages and
Not that
stimulants.
green guns.
Oh, guns. I can give you a las gun or an auto gun, a las pistol, maybe. Do you want a shotgun? I could give you one of those.
Wow, so many choices. Where did I sign up for this?
I got a las carbine if you want something small.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Ooh, that's
Okay. He reaches around behind him, picks up a short las carbine with a folding stock, puts it on the counter. He also puts 5 charge packs on there as well, and a small bandolier to carry the charge packs in. They're all fully charged. That should be fine.
Are you sure about that?
They were when we last checked them.
They better fucking be.
The quartermaster shrinks a little again.
Yuri grabs his last carbine viciously and
Dempsey pokes
leaves.
his head in and just glares at Cheese like, "Stop bullying the
Yuri
quartermaster."
comes back. Yuri comes back and asks the quartermaster, "Do you have any grenades?"
Yes, we've got frag and crack,
Crack.
and frag.
Uh huh. I'll take one frag grenade.
Dempsey comes back in and also asks, like, meekly, "Can I please also get one of those grenades?"
Hey.
He grabs a small handful of 4 grenades and puts them on the bench.
Thank you.
There you go. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Well,
I request also a las weapon.
well, what would
Carbine
you? A carbine. Okay. He reaches down and picks up the same model as that he gave to the medic, places it upon with a similar bandolier with 5 less magazines.
Yuri
Yeah.
says, "Oh yeah, we're definitely ready. Oh yeah, this could definitely kill a highway. What do you think, guys?"
He actually he grabs the bandolier and he grabs the bandolier and charge packs, but leaves the carbine.
Excuse me, sir. Don't you want the gun? Hello?
These aren't for me.
The quartermaster
Even,
looks
he said.
visibly confused.
Dempsey takes them for Taven. He will just hold them in his backpack.
Okay. The quartermaster leaves the last
Trust
empty
me.
las carbine on the table and asks, "What about you, Mr. Mechanic Man, sir? Do you need
have
anything?"
a long lance?
Yes, we do, sir. It's got a scope on it. It was meant for snipers, but I suppose could give you one.
Yes.
He disappears out to the back of the tent. You can hear the sound of rummaging through boxes and crates before he emerges with a long lass. It is clean, pristine, as if it's just straight out of the
Yuri
manufacturer.
says, while the quartermaster is searching for the last gun, Ugliness is temporary. Stupidity is forever.
Uh,
So,
look
so
at
that
cheese.
so you're mortal.
The quartermaster comes back and puts the long lass on the bench alongside 4 of the magazines for it, and says, "It doesn't have a sling, I'm afraid, but it works."
Do you also have a
Yuri's-
pistol?
Yuri says,
yes.
"Oh, you better have some biceps
take that
there,
as well.
Lucius."
He says, "Yes, sir." He immediately pops down, picks up a standard issue las pistol, and places it upon the counter.
So far, Dempsey realized
I
that
take it and leave.
that Lucas is literally the most fucking ready for this mission. It actually looks like he wants to survive compared to the other 3.
I will kill things!
That's when we hear him scream outside the tent. He's just holding it above his head. I will kill things.
Thing is, I don't need a las gun to kill somebody at range. And I was just thinking, you'd like more ammo.
Thank you for that.
Yuri leaves the tent and starts flipping his knife.
But I guess he's gonna ask, is it possible that you could request a psychic hood?
I can ask the fleet in orbit. Maybe they might have something, but I don't think it'll be here in time for your mission. I'm sorry, but maybe the next time.
Understood.
Maybe.
I understood. I was asking if I could probably get that in the future.
I can see what I can do.
Good day.
So I'm guessing
thank
everyone's
you,
walked
sir.
out the tent except for Dempsey now.
Did you leave? You didn't
I
leave,
walked
right?
back in, remember? Because
Ah,
you were
yeah.
so long screaming at our ducking Ratling. And I heard it and I came back in.
Yes, it's just you and the quartermaster, who's still a bit awkward and wondering if you're leaving or if you're staying or what you're doing.
I kneel down and I put on a sincere face and I'm sorry. My old gangster ways came over me again. My apologies.
That's okay, sir. You don't. It's fine. You don't need anything. You
Guess
got enough ammo for that heavy bolter you got. You okay?
Yes. Thank you for your time, quartermaster. I get up and walk out.
Okay.
Yuri heard the ramble and said, "Oh, since when were you nice to other people?"
I slapped cheese across the face. I
Yeah,
slapped
cheese.
across the face.
Cheese
And-
dodges your slap because he's
Oh
too
yeah,
fast.
you gotta roll dodge now, huh? Okay, let's do this. All right, what is my? What do I
I
have
just
to roll to slap?
crouched.
What do I have to roll
I
to
just
slap?
crouched.
What do I have to
Yeah,
roll
I
to
guess.
slap?
Let's have a look at your character
Is that
sheet.
like melee weapon considering?
Oh, I will slap you, and because of my fucking strength, I will send you flying about a meter.
I wanna roll for a dodge or something.
Alright, I'm going to count. It's not really a weapon for weapon skill, is it? No, I'm going to
No.
use. Yeah.
Melee. So it's technically weapon skill.
Alright, weapon skill versus agility. So,
Agility, yeah.
yep, your weapon skill is 30.
Yeah.
And medic's
35.
is 35.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Going back to this.
And you're gonna roll it yourself or
Yeah, how do I do it? I'm in my character sheet. What do I click on again?
Skill. It's
skills?
on
Weapon skill, right?
it's on characteristics.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
Characteristics. Okay, I see weapon skill. I just click that. Okay, I have no modifier.
You have -5
-5. Okay.
since his agility is higher.
Minus and a 5, right? Okay. There we go. Submit. How bad is it?
-6.9.
Okay. You go to slap him, and you completely miss and stumble forward awkwardly before righting yourself. You look like a bit of a buffoon, and several people who happen to be in the compound who saw the incident snigger.
Dipsy is incredibly embarrassed and just, fuck you, Doc. And I just begin walking.
Better luck next time, comrade. He taps Dempsey on the back.
Thank you. And I keep walking.
Okay, so are you all walking to the exit?
Yes.
I
Alright.
guess.
You don't have anything else you want to do?
Mm,
You don't want to visit the motor pool or do anything interesting?
Yes, no, we are going to the motor pool. We are going to the motor pool.
Can you tell us what's around us? What are the
Okay.
tents are there?
Stickering guardsmen who are laughing at me?
You are standing just outside the quartermaster's tent. Directly ahead of you is the vehicle bay. There are a number of chimeras in a state of readiness and disrepair, alongside 2 sentinels and a ruined hellhound. Looking to your right, you can see the landing pad with a couple of Valkyries on it. You are inside the fortified walls of this prefabricated outpost, and there are multiple gun turrets and troops patrolling the walls on the outside. To your left-hand side, you look over and see a Medicaid tent alongside a line of personnel tents. Next to the vehicle bay on the left-hand side, you can see the officers' quarters, and looking down into the distance, you can see the main doors exiting the compound. There are a handful of troops from the Arataki Lightfoot who are milling around the compound, walking, joking. You can see a couple of them engaging in sparring matches with deactivated chainsaws over in the distance next to the vehicle bay.
Dipsy was thinking about walking over to do a sparring match, but then remembered that he tried to slap Doc, and Doc just dodged.
Yuri asks Dempsey, where should we visit next?
We should go and find the guy who's in charge of all the vehicles.
Yes, please.
So what do we do? How do we find him, GM? How do we find this guy?
Well, you walk straight ahead to the vehicle bay as it's directly in front of you. You can see a number of grime-faced and dusty mechanics milling around vehicles. You can see 2 mechanics, a young blonde girl and a older grey-haired man, tinkering with a sentinel's leg supports directly in front of you as you enter into the vehicle bay.
Yuri says to Dempsey, don't you dare go to them, blonde engineer.
I lean back over to him, and I'm knowing my luck. She's probably the one in charge. I won't do it.
Mark. Alright, so...
Dipsy walks over to the blonde and asks if she's the one in charge.
She's slightly taken aback by the your sudden presence and says, "In charge? No, that's the lieutenant over there." She gestures to her left towards the back corner of the vehicle bay and says, he should be over there somewhere.
I bow and say thank you, and I begin walking over that way.
She goes back to tinkering with the sentinel's leg joints.
I get back beside Doc and go, well, she's not in charge. To the lieutenant, then.
Alright. You walk through the vehicle bay, underneath damaged vehicles, over mismatched parts and equipment. It's very dirty and grimy. There's the sound of arc welders being used and the smell of promethium as well as fuels. In the back left corner you can see a man tinkering with a Lehman Russ demolisher. This man is standing on the top of the tank looking down into the hatch, addressing someone who you cannot see inside the vehicle. Have you got that bloody thing working yet? No, calls out a little voice from inside the tank. Well, hurry up and get it working. Command wants all of the lemon russes available as soon as possible.
Can I lean over to Lucas and say something? Hey, Lucas, you want to use your tech skill to help these idiots out? So maybe we'll get one of these vehicles to take out with us.
I already had that idea.
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright, so
I don't
lieutenant-
have the highest intelligence here, so
I would like to try and get attention of this grizzled lieutenant.
Okay, well, I'm not going to make you roll for that. You call out, sir.
Lieutenant! Lieutenant!
The lieutenant turns around and looks at you and goes, "Who are you? What do you want?"
Yuri steps forward. We are the Imperial's best Emperor's Guard. We would like a Raven Rust tank, please.
He gives you a look as if you are a colossal idiot. Before and glares at you again. Goes, "Do you want to try again? And you are addressing an officer, so you better salute."
Dempsey salutes and walks forward past Chiefs. Like, sorry, sir, forgive my companion. He is a bit catty, shall we say. I was hoping that we would be able to get a vehicle for our recon mission.
I see. Well, we've only got a couple of chimeras left operational and one sentinel. That last attack hit us quite hard. Damn anti-tank mines. However, I can't just give away valuable vehicles. Do you have a requisition form?
Bloody requisition forms. Yuri says it silently.
How I was wondering, we do have an Ingerseer as part of our crew. If he helped fix a few of your vehicles, could we perhaps use that as a trade-off to get a vehicle for our mission?
The lieutenant looks and thinks pensively for a moment. I don't know, it's a bit unorthodox. I could appreciate the help. However, it's he's looking like he needs convincing.
Lucas, please step forward and Lucas.
I can fix things.
Oh,
The lieutenant gives you a look as if he's expected this from Mechanicum operatives before. Yes, I
Yuri
appreciate
said
that, but it's a flouting of regulations. It's, I don't know. I'm not saying no to help, but he still looks
Yuri
like he needs
said-
convincing.
Yuri says silently, "Oh, you can repair stuff? What else have you been keeping from me?"
Dempsey looks like, all right, what do you need for convincing?
Well, do any of you have convincing? Do any of you have...
Oh, there's a convincing skill. I'm so sorry. Does anyone have that?
You have an intimidation only. I don't have nothing. Wait.
Technically
Wait.
speaking, you can use any of the skills, but it's like got a -20 to the test.
I have a trade skill. Will that do something?
No, I believe that he would need a charm skill,
Fuck.
maybe.
I have a toughness, strength, and ballistic skill are the things that have all my points. How would
Can I use
something very
Can I
heavy?
use intelligence somehow to
Yeah.
convince we can do stuff?
Yes. You can
Yes,
present
perfect.
an intelligent argument.
Yes,
Ooh, that's
please. I have 55 intelligence.
Okay.
Would this be a logic skill test?
I don't know.
Well, it's either you can use... I'm going to allow intelligence, perception, willpower, or fellowship for this. Intelligence means you
please.
present
Because
an intelligent
If
argument.
it's using the logic skill, then I could possibly try and convince him that I could also be the operator for it, since I have the navigate surface skill.
Yeah, we should do that both. Yeah, let's roll that. I click on intelligence and no modifiers and submit, right?
Yeah.
I should definitely be the one to use this because I have a good mind impulse unit, which gives me a +10 to logic, and also a good cerebral implant, which gives me a +20 to it.
Um, okay, let's vote. Who should go first? Like, who should do the talking?
I think it should be Lucas.
Yeah, makes sense.
Considering that
Alright.
you already like really, really pissed off the man that's going to be giving us a vehicle if we succeed, I'd much rather you not talk for a bit.
I'm sarcastic. It's part of my character.
Yes, I know. It's amazing.
So, should I roll intelligence then?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
Okay.
It makes more sense.
You can
I
come
will
in.
kill you if you fail.
No,
Should
you
I
can just
do the +30 for the logic skill then? Because I'm trying to make a logical argument for this.
Yes.
Plus
Okay.
10 because unless do you have it as a trained skill?
It
Logistics.
Yeah, it is a known skill, and I get +30 from my implants.
Go for it. Yep, go for it. Fine.
Logic plus 30. Wait,
Ah,
Oh, wait, it was supposed to be
Oh,
my.
fuck.
Wait.
put the plus 30 in. Yes, no, maybe.
yes.
Yeah.
Plus 30.
Plus 30.
Ooh,
Come on.
nice.
There it is.
Oh,
Come on. Did he
6.6
do it?
additional degrees of success.
Yay! Someone actually fucking passed.
Okay, the left. Well, you have to present your argument to the lieutenant.
Fuck. Lucas.
We are smart.
It's successful, but just present your argument for the sake of immersion.
We require a vehicle for the mission that we have been assigned. It is of utmost importance, and I have the ability to pilot it, being as I am a tech priest.
The lieutenant looks down and goes, "Oh, are you part of that recovery squad?"
I knew
Yes.
it.
Oh.
Yuri screamed. Yuri screamed.
I scream along with him. The same bloody thing.
Well, I guess I can give you one of my the older chimeras. It's a little bit damaged, but it's still functional. She ain't
Of course,
pretty.
it's damage.
The multi-laser on top has a tendency to jam, and I haven't been able to fix it. But the heavy bolter in the hull still works.
MC
Ooh.
perks up at the mention of a heavy lass.
Knew it.
Taven steps up. Is there a possibility that we could bring items that may repair tank tracks for a Bane blade while we use this chimera?
He looks down and goes, "Ah, yes, the Banesword, yes. Okay, well, I don't have any super heavy tracks. I mean, I've only ever seen a Bane blade once. But if I dump a bunch of mechanical tools and hand set up in the back of your chimera, you could make it work, I guess. I don't know. I'll throw in a couple of push pins and link repair joints. Maybe that'll do something."
I would think the most heavy duty version you could get if you could, sir.
Okay. He snaps his fingers and points towards two figures over behind you who are working on a separate chimera and goes, "You two, grab the bunch of spare junk from the back and grab some of that heavy-duty track plate and dump it in the back of Chimera 17. While you're at it, and once you're done, come help me out in this bloody lemon rust you lot." The two salute and run off to do it.
GM,
Yep.
is the lieutenant engineer old?
No, he's about mid-40s.
Oh.
Please,
Good.
please don't do it. He's a year older than me.
Also, I have 2 minutes before I need to go.
Fuck.
It's
Well,
fine.
I guess there's one last thing. By the way, what was that blonde fixing?
Oh
A
no.
A
sentinel.
track? Was she fixing a track?
No, she was
It was a
fixing a
sentinel.
sentinel's leg joints.
Scout walker.
Yeah, scout walker.
Aha.
Well, then, nope, definitely
Not
not
lucky
going to ask
today.
her. I was gonna see if I could convince her to come with us to repair the track. And
Oh
just,
no,
like,
you don't.
Put her in the back
I
of the vehicle.
guess.
You
I
stay
guess
there.
we're leaving. I guess we're leaving the repair bay.
Yes,
Repair
before
bay.
Dempsey gets any stupid ideas, please, let's get out of here, away from the pretty lady.
Yeah, the lieutenant says,
well-
I'll get that Chimera up and running for you in about half an hour. And
Yuri.
gestures you to leave.
While the squad was leaving, I guess. Yuri says to the lieutenant. Earlier he noticed the engineer lieutenant was very rude, and yeah, Yuri says, "Life is short. Smile while you still have the teeth."
The lieutenant just glares at you as if he's been engaged in fistfights with people like you before.
I
Before
grabbed.
going back to what
grabbed
he's
my
doing.
I was about to drag you away from him before he punched your teeth out.
Alright. and-
Yuri says after Dempsey drags him, "You know, I only have my knife only for cheesecakes. You know, not for stabbing people."
Well, don't stab me, Doc.
No, I meant for the engineer.
Oh, I cover his mouth at this. I cover his mouth at this, and I just look at my. I look at the lieutenant, and I'm just shaking my head. It's like, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Alright. I will need to go now. I will be back in a bit. I will let you know when I'm starting to come back. If anyone's still
Are
around.
we allowed to, for the plan and the engagement, just return to the tent, or chill, play cards, and that?
Alright, that's what you'll be doing, and I will
We-
come back in a bit.
Are we
So
going to
we're
be
all-
gathering our comrades when we during
There's
this time?
what comrades? This is a suicide mission with just us.
Our characters get comrades in this game.
Oh, we did a heavy gunner.
Okay, so the four of you have... the medic has gone back to the tent and has fallen asleep, and someone's obviously kicked him a few times and he isn't waking up. So the rest of you have gone back to the quartermaster core while the mechanics are fixing up your chimera. The quartermaster looks up again with nervous horror at the fact you've returned, and attempts to shrink back down as if he is not here. However, he realizes quickly that it's not going to get him anywhere, so meekly stands back up and goes, hello again. Can I help you?
Yes, quartermaster. Sorry about earlier. I would like to. Do you have anything specific and unique to a heavy gunner?
I have ammunition belts.
I have to roll
I don't know what you mean by specific, sir.
What do you have?
I have ammunition belts. I think I have.
Roll persuasion. I mean, not persuasion. Perception. To
Yeah.
know what he's got. There we go. Okay. How do I roll perception? Here we go. Perception. Where are you? Perception. All right. Clicked. I have no modifier, right?
Correct.
Submit. Did I fail?
Yes.
I failed. Oh my god! I hate my
You failed with -4 degrees. You failed with 4 degrees of failure.
So, you look at the shelves of weapons, boxes, ammo, and equipment with a blank stare upon your face. You barely comprehend any of the items before you, and your brain goes slack as you start thinking about other things. The quartermaster interrupts you as you stare up and to the left at nothing.
He's wondering if you have a multi-laser.
And you asked about that earlier, sir. No, only the vehicles have multi-lasers. We have stubbers and heavy bolters, we don't really have much heavy equipment.
I should have known this. It's a light infantry battalion, after all. I sigh to myself.
Is there anything else I can get you?
What do I ask, GM? What am I looking for? I don't get it.
You have to be the one thinking of this.
Thinking of what? What
If
am
you
I
don't-
thinking of?
If you don't have anything you actually specifically want, then you don't really have a reason to be here.
I'm only
Thing
walking
is-
behind you idiots.
Uh,
I followed you guys. I already got what I wanted, which was extra
and
ammunition.
then you walked
and
up to the
5
dude.
grenades.
Yo, I'll break G info here. You did ask to what you did wander back and talk to him. I mean, you should have had some idea of what you were doing. Like the others came in here for armor. Well, what are you here for?
That's what we were talking about. My bad. All right, do we have any armor?
Oh,
There.
okay. You just meant that, like, you forgot what we actually came here for.
Yes, I forgot what we were. What we went to.
Okay.
All right. So scratch that. I would like to ask, is there any chance we can get some more armor?
We have black vests, helmets, knee pads, and black vests, sir. Yeah. We don't really have, like, fancy cassock and armor or anything. Some of the guys
Well,
don't even wear their vests.
What unit am I in? Like, I'm having an existential crisis because apparently I was with a heavy.
I feel like you're only here because of, like, an administratum error.
I am that and a specific battle sister, but beside the point. But yes, this is a Ministratum error. Like, for one, I'm supposed to have a heavy las or las tech in general, not a heavy bolter.
Well, that's a administration problem, sir. I just issue what people tell me to do.
Okay, well then perhaps you can give me some information on how I would request this, just the proper weapon that I was trained with.
He seems
Maybe
to
you should
perk
ask
up a
him for a
little.
requisition form.
Yes, he seems to perk up a little as he drops down and picks up a stack of requisition forms and places them on the table for you. Fill out the top 3, then get your immediate CO to fill out the one below that, then get your sergeant to fill out the 2 under that, and then you fill out the bottom one, and then give them back to me, and then I send them to the to command, and they can approve your requisition.
Okay, I fill out the ones I need to fill out, and I go and find the sergeant.
Same here. The thing I asked for, so yeah, I'll take what I need that as well. The forms.
Okay.
Uh-oh. It says that, looks like she decided to go to sleep.
Computer, don't freeze on me.
So I
Okay.
fill mine out for a suit of Skitari armor, which in this game is effectively going to be like a suit of light carapace.
Okay. Like Carapace, that is fine. He goes back into the back. And he comes back out with a suit of light carapace, chest plate, and a helmet. And then he goes back in and looks around for the rest of the carapace equipment. Comes back with the knee pads and the shoulder pads and pushes them back onto the table next to the rest of the items.
So, what do I have to roll to actually convince this fucking sergeant with tribal tattoos to sign the fucking paper and let me try and get my fucking multi-last?
Okay, so you've walked out of the quartermaster tent and you're going to look for the sergeant.
Yes.
Okay, well, the best area to start would be the officers' quarters or the forward command center.
Okay, I'm gonna check the forward command center then. I mean, he would probably be there, right?
Okay,
Wait,
so...
Hold on. Did I just... Oh, I just realized what I did. I'm doing it anyway.
No, actually, you picked the correct one. If you'd gone into the officers...
God!
If you'd gone into the officers one, there would have been a problem. You walk into the forward command center, There are a number of radios, maps, tables, equipment, and weapons. Various NCOs and low-level officers and sergeants are milling around, listening to orders, bringing in supplies, and communicating out other orders to different units. Sergeant T-Rail Paraha is standing in the back, poring over a map when you enter.
I walk up to him and I salute and wait for him to acknowledge me.
He looks up at you as if you're an idiot and says, "You don't salute sergeants, private. Didn't they teach you anything? I ain't an officer. Not yet, at least." And then gestures for you to come over and stand next to him.
Thanks.
So, what do you want?
Oh, sir, I'm trying to put in a requisition order for a multi-las. I was trained with las tech. And, I got in a fucking heavy bolter.
Well, he looks at you again as if you're a bit of an idiot. He goes, we're light infantry. Carrying around the equipment for las or las cannons, carrying around the power supplies is irritating. We don't cater for everyone's needs here. I can sign your bloody requisition form, but I don't think you're going to get anywhere. The supplies in orbit come in on a regular ferry, and we're not due for one for the next few days, but whatever. And he goes, and then the sergeant goes to sign it, and then stops and goes, well, why would I sign this? You're probably going to be dead anyway by the time you get back. He goes, whatever. Signs it anyway, hands it to you, and says, you're not going to get it back, but whatever. And then gestures you to leave. As he's leaving, he goes, oh, by the way. He says, tell your squad that 161 battery will be available to provide artillery support if you have the correct radio frequency. Come see me before you leave, and I'll give you a radio.
Thank you, sir.
And then gestures for you to leave and go away again.
Okay, I don't salute this time. I just about face and walk out.
Alright. Meanwhile, back at the quartermaster's thing, Taven is asking for Imperial Guard flak armor. Scarce. Alright, let's go.
Scarce. Sorry, I accidentally added the general level at the end.
No, that's fine. Let me just pull it up, the requisition. Oh, wait. Now, we've been here for 2... Unit's been here for 2 months. Melter canister, charge pack. Heavy bolter, artillery shells, armor. Here we go. Alright. Imperial Guard flak armor. You just want the vest, correct? Yes. Imperial, you want the full armor set. Okay. So, scarce. Just looking at what you need to roll. I'm tempted just to invent something, but we will be honest and do this by the book. Ooh. Only the insane will survive. Thanks, GM guide. That's not what I want to hear, because at least half of the squad are
insane? Yes.
I'm only insane by your human standards.
The cogitator strikes again.
Binary screeching.
Well, I'm not in there, so you heard nothing. You just screeched for no reason. Everyone's staring at you.
Regiment creation kit. Here we go.
Still sad that administration error, and I ended up in a light infantry.
Well,
Jim, maybe weapon specialist instead of heavy gunner.
Tried, and guess what? I fucked up and chose this guy instead out of fucking stupid because I believed the propaganda of infinite ammo, and I was wrong.
You lost out. I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Talk amongst yourselves. Be immersive while I
Sorry.
sift through 500 pages of bollocks.
Okay, sorry, but I need to know something. Was there anything else I needed to go get signed, or was that it?
No, you needed it signed by your commanding officer.
Which I did from my sergeant, and luckily I didn't walk into the command tent with the commissar and colonel.
Okay,
That would
there we go.
be
It is a -10 bonus. Plus 10, yeah. Plus, -10, +10, -10. So it is a -10 bonus for the regiment. What do you need to roll on this? Rattling gunner. None of you are rattling. Quick draw. Armory. Good. Alright. Scarce is -20, so you have a -20. You are a sidecar, so we're going to say you're a low-ranked non-commissioned officer, so you get +15. Okay. X2 available. Work conditions. Alright, roll a D100 with -30. And what's your logistics test? What's the logistics test? Individuals against the squad's logistics rating. Right, 15. Ordinary. Okay. So scarce. Alright. I think I figured this out. Roll a D100 and let's see what the result is.
sweet. Haven.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll regular D100 without the modifiers. We'll add the modifiers to the roll.
Yep.
Oh, it's supposed to be. That's
Oh.
not good.
Oh.
No, it is a -30. I'm afraid that is a negative. The quartermaster looks back and goes, I'm sorry, you can't, we don't have one of those. You can't have that.
You can't have it.
He pulls out a Imperial Guard standard issue flak vest and says, you can have this.
Oh, I can't wait for our Lucas to roll and get a full set of carapace armor.
Did you already-
Lucas, did you already roll for your armor?
Wait, did he roll for it yet? Because I thought he got some carapace armor, but
No, he rolled
Yeah, I
earlier
thought
and
it
got
was
himself a long last.
Yeah, he didn't get
Oh.
any armor. He got the only. He literally is the only one who got anything good from the quartermaster. I'm guessing by this time I've walked back into the tent and just waiting there with the giant stack of papers signed and ready to go.
yeah, I'm probably gonna unfortunately do a similar thing with the Mike with the sergeant as well.
So you're gonna walk out to go get your registration order as well.
Yeah.
Got it. I give him a nod as he walks past me.
Okay, so you are wandering over to the command post?
Yeah.
Alright, you enter into the command post. it is a similar situation as to before. People are talking on radios, poring over maps, notes. There are debates with each other as NCOs and low-level officers are discussing the order of the battle. There's a bit of more accelerated atmosphere in the air compared to last time. Sergeant Rail Paraha looks up, notices you, waves you over quickly, but he does not look up from looking at the map below.
Sorry,
The enemy has launched another attack on the crossroads. I don't have much time. What do you want?
it's just a request for a psychic hood. Just
We're
well,
a scout regiment.
Yeah, and-
Like, we don't really... whatever, fine. He just grabs a piece of paper, signs it, and he also tosses you a radio pack and says, "Here, take this. 161 battery will be available for 2 bombardments throughout the day, depending on current orders." He also,
and of course, we radio in the status of the Baneblade.
he looks at the radio and says, "Yes, you radioed in the status of the vehicle once you found it on channel 115.
So what's the channel for the artillery?
110. I'm pretty sure it's. Is it 2 different channels, or 2 different channels for 2 different people, or it's just 115 for the bombardment and general command?
No, I will write you a list of radio frequencies.
Okay, 115 is to confirm our orders.
Okay. Okay.
All players. Alright. Radio frequency list. Alright, there is HQ 115 frequency. There is 161 artillery battery. Is 064 frequency. There is air support, although you're not going to really need it, but if you want to listen into what aircraft are doing, that is channel 56. And there is the emergency frequency of 101. That is a general all-purpose Vox blurt, and it's unencrypted, and it's to be used if you're in the case of an emergency.
I don't think we should use that ever, considering we're fucked regardless. But knowing what the aircraft are doing would give us a bit more hints on what we're facing.
But they're probably not as scrambled as much as we'd like, but yes.
Now, enemy ground fire is impeding air support.
The AA guns.
Exactly, that's what I meant. They're not as scrambled as we'd like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that to the... I was talking to,
So that's it then? You got your paper signed? Anything else you want to tell us?
And of course, apparently, I guess I just walk back to us with the radio.
Yeah, it's just got a giant fucking radio pack on your back now. Nice. Okay, so I'm guessing I've already given the stack of papers back to the quartermaster. Does he say anything?
He says these will be formulated at the appropriate time. You get the feeling that it's going to be a long time before you see anything as a result of the papers.
If I use perception, he just throws it in the trash can.
No, he stacks it to the side alongside a big pile of other similar requisition forms.
Makes sense. Hey, I want a psychic hood because it's safer for everyone else. Ironic.
Oh boy, I'm so scared now. Alright, well... What's next then? Because now it's all up to Lucas. What does Lucas want to do?
Huh?
Yeah, it's up to you now. Are you going to ask the quartermaster for better armor or what?
I've already done this.
Wait, you did? Didn't hear it.
Oh, did you ask? Were you the one that asked for the carapace set?
Yes.
Light carapace
Yes,
set.
the light carapace set.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he passed that. He got that.
It's a ah!
Yeah,
Team
you guys suck. The Techri seems to be the only... And he's not
Techri.
even fully human. Yeah, he seems to be the one that can talk to humans the best.
He's got everything he's wanted from these guys, man. Fuck.
I guess that lateral thinker demeanor came in handy.
He's gonna freaking just allow him to also freaking romance the fucking commander.
Can you please stop thinking about that, for God's sake?
I'm screwed, dude. I at this point I want to try to walk into her command tent to apologize, and then get shot in the head by the commissar just so I can make a new character.
Well, the mission's going to go on without you, you know. And
I know.
if you do that, then the character you'll make will be a bog standard conscript with a las gun and nothing else.
Got it. Okay, understood. Stay the character I am. Understand?
I
GM?
have a question, though.
Yes.
Are we actually using the comrade system, or is it just going to be the four of us this mission?
Oh yes, that is correct. That is a fair point. I was thinking I would allow you to have your servitor, but I was thinking that just for the sake of me trying to keep on top of everything, it would just be the four of you and your servitor.
Thanks. Okay, well, okay, I just had this general idea.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're not having our companion, wouldn't it make sense if we have more XP to spend?
Yes, I don't mind that. That's a fair
Okay.
trade-off.
Oh, really? Good. I would like to put the rest of it in the fellowship.
How much do you get? Here's my
I don't-
question.
Yeah, that's the idea. True.
Yeah, I'm just... You're requiring me to look in the book. I wish I had the physical book. I had the physical book for Dark Heresy and Rogue Trader. I just find it easier than PDFs.
Yeah.
I don't think they gave us I don't think they gave us that information.
Oh, I would like to see
Oh,
if
no, I
I
have
could
the,
requisition an Omniscion axe.
Oh, you put in a requisition order for the Omnisire axe? Oh my god.
I will go do this
This is
now.
hilarious.
Oh god, no! Now there's a third one of the crew gonna go and talk to the sergeant. Oh no! Dude, I suggest you don't go to the sergeant now. He's in a bad mood. You should totally go to the colonel. Let's see if you can actually do something with the colonel, Let's see. Because apparently everyone else got stone-armed, and you're the only one who can talk to people. Maybe you can talk to her. Oh my god, if he actually succeeds in that, he will get an Omnisire axe, wouldn't he, GM?
I will use my logic again.
If he manages to
Because an
do it-
Omniscion axe is both a weapon and a tool.
Oh, so what would happen if he did manage it?
If he manages it, because I'm going to make this incredibly difficult, then he will probably get it.
God, no!
Maybe. Although, I don't even... You're derailing
I'm
me
not
in the
entirely sure
sense
I
I
can
had not
actually
planned
roll
for
for it
this.
at this point, though.
I had not planned for this.
I'm sorry. That's the big thing about tabletop RPGs. Players are
accounting for
7
the
out
other
of 10
people.
times going to do something you completely won't plan for.
No, that's correct. I was having a free-flowing thing so far. I was pretty good at this. For example, I'll just say I didn't actually expect you guys to try and get the Chimera. I had to quickly, ad-lib that one. Okay, melee weapons. Alright. 4 staff.
I believe it's under power.
Omniscion Axe. Extremely rare. Availability. Alright, extremely rare. Let's have a look at what the modifiers are on this thing. Oh, you haven't actually announced who you're talking to. Are you talking to the colonel? Are you going back to the quartermaster? Who are you seeing this request about?
I will go to the colonel.
Okay. You find the colonel in the officers' quarters. They are it is a similar setup to the forward command center, and they are poring over maps, tables, and reports. There is another member of the Mechanicum, a more fully augmented tech priest, and you notice in the corner a figure wearing faded black power armor.
Oh no.
Colonel Moore is in talks with a Cadian armored officer, and there are two privates who block your approach as you seek to enter the room, or as you seek to enter the building. Name, rank, and what are you here for?
Lucius Auxiliarius, Tech Priest Engine Seer, Requisition Form.
The two look at each other and go, Mechanicum business. Do we have authority over that? I don't know. Sir, one of them calls out. A lieutenant comes up and stands before you and has a look and goes, "What's this about, privates? This Mechanicus operator has a request. Do we let him in?" The lieutenant addresses you and says, "What are you doing? What's this about?"
If the Colonel is in a meeting, this can wait for later.
Yes, she is in a meeting with a... He gestures over his shoulder slightly towards the figure in black power armor. Meeting at the moment. If I can take a message or give her whatever you want to give her later.
I can wait.
Okay. Do you want to wait back at your tent? This is
I
a
will wait.
private. This is a private meeting. This is a private meeting. I have to ask you to wait outside.
I will wait.
No, it's not. No.
The lieutenant looks visibly confused, and it takes him a few seconds.
I turn around and walk outside and then just stand there until she's done.
Muting myself again.
The lieutenant looks visibly confused by all this, as if this is something new in his day he was not expecting. He gives off a weary look before turning back around, walking back inside. He walks back inside and quickly taps Colonel Moore on the shoulder. Would you like to roll perception to hear what he says?
Sure, why not?
Get ready to run.
You know, the sad thing is, I actually have a bonus for that too, but I'm not there.
Oh.
Oh no! Well, you could walk up.
No modifier? Or is it like a -10 since I'm
No
outside?
modifier.
Alright.
You're in the doorway, remember?
I
Equals
did.
0.3. So you hear what he says.
Wait, asked?
Exactly.
Oh,
With
The lieutenant-
0.3 additional degrees of
The
success.
lieutenant says, "Ma'am, there's a Mechanicum representative in the doorway for you. Ma'am, he's really creepy. Could you get a talk to him and get him to go away, please, ma'am? He's making my privates uncomfortable." The colonel looks around, sees your character in the doorway, and looks back at the lieutenant and says, "Can't you deal with this? I'd rather you did it, ma'am. He only wants to talk to you." She goes, "Fine. Excuse me, sir," gesturing towards the figure in black power armor, walks over to the doorway and addresses the tech priest. "What is it you require, Engine Seer?"
I told the lieutenant I could wait.
"Well, you're seeing me now. I'm in a very important meeting, so make this quick."
I would like this additional tool to help me complete the mission that you assigned me to.
The colonel looks at the requisition form, has a look over it, and says, "Yeah, this is unlikely, but..." She just quickly signs it and says, "It might come in with the next drop. I doubt you'll get it this time, because you guys need to be moving on soon. But we'll see what happens. She quickly scribbles on it and turns around and goes back into the tent.
Do I smell favoritism? You motherfucking lucky bastard!
No,
Ow!
you smell someone who actually rolls successfully.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
I just barely managed to roll that.
See
Yeah,
that?
0.3.
She's just
As I
like,
said, if you'd rolled a lot higher, you would have heard what the figure in black power armor was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, he's in power armor, so I'm guessing Inquisitor, if not in Astartes. It's so scary.
Well, anyway, the privates closed the flaps on the command tent, and you are left standing outside.
I screech in binary.
You raise your arms above your head. Victory.
No, I just screech in binary. I just stand there completely stone-faced screeching in binary for like 3 seconds and then I walk away.
Please tell me you hear the private scream behind the fucking thing.
Thankfully, I don't. Can mortals hear binary?
I think they
Doesn't it just sound like...
Yeah.
Sounds like hissing. It sounds like actually.
Well, because the tent flaps closed, you never know what happened to those poor privates guarding the door.
Oh god. So what's next then?
Well, the 4 of you, I guess, one of you standing outside the command tent screaming. Someone else was outside the quartermaster's tent. The medic is asleep in the bunk. And I don't know where Taven went to after he left the sergeant.
Oh well.
well, back to just the requisition.
Yes.
Yeah.
He puts the requisition form on top of the giant pile, which is about a foot high, of other requisition forms. And says, your request will be processed as soon as possible.
Hey, Phil's literally the one who's gonna get the request.
I love how I just decided that I'm now just playing a fucking very autistic, bloodthirsty tech priest.
Oh no! Oh my god! So I'm guessing you're walking back to the quarters masters now.
No, I go collect my servitor and then I go help with the repairs of the Chimera.
Oh, so
Okay,
you actually help those guys. You're
okay,
not gonna turn in your requisition order.
Oh, I do that first.
Okay.
The quartermaster looks at you as if another one. Grabs the form, puts it on top of the pile.
Come on.
As you're looking
I'm
over,
pretty sure that the way he looks at me isn't the way he looks at you guys. Just like, God damn it, another tech priest.
no, he looks at you as if, oh no, not another requisition form, not one of these guys again.
God damn it.
Salutations.
Hello, sir.
I flop the requisition order on the table and just walk out.
Can I
The
use
quartermaster says nothing as
Can I
he puts it on top of the pile, looks at the pile, sighs deeply.
Oh, it's like what a foot tall thing of papers.
That he has to process.
Can I please roll perception to see the name, like to see who signed his paper?
Well, okay,
Just so
Taven's
I-
at the
like, I
firing
get it.
range. Alright, so that means you are over here. Rightio. Alright, you roll perception. See if you... Are you standing outside the quartermaster tent?
Me? I was still in it because I never left it, I don't think.
Okay. Then do you want to roll perception to have a look at the massive pile of requisition forms?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Where is it? There's perception. Alright, submit. It's lower!
You stare at the giant...
Lower!
You stare at the giant pile of paper as if paper is a foreign concept to you, and you are unsure about this mythical technology. After staring at it for a good solid 3 minutes, the quartermaster becomes increasingly concerned as to your mental health, before the quartermaster awkwardly hides back behind the desk and pretends you're not there.
You rolled a 100 on that.
And there was no modifiers. Your guy is an unlucky dumbass.
That's all.
I think you might just need to take like 20 points out of intelligence and put it into other things.
I leave depressed, and I also go to the firing range.
So, I think at the end of the day, we have Medic sleeping in his bunk. We have the Tech Priest Engineer and their Servitor working on repairing Chimera 17 to get it operational. And the other two of you are at the firing range, practicing your gunnery skills alongside several other members of the Arataki Lightfoot.
Can me and Taven get into a firing contest real quick to see who can shoot the most targets?
Okay. That is
Okay.
weapon skill. No, range skill? What's the... pull up
I mean, this is one thing I should
Ballistic
be able
skill.
to win at.
ballistic
I mean,
skill,
I
thank
have
you.
higher ballistic skill.
Alright, it's a ballistic skill test, best out of 3.
Okay, so mine's 45. So do I have a modifier?
No, it's all perfectly neutral. You're shooting at 50 meters at a range. It's a stationary target. What are you firing with?
My heavy bolter.
Alright, have you got it set up on a bipod or are you hip carrying it?
I am hip firing it.
Okay, then I'm going to say -10 modifier for hip firing.
Oh my god.
Actually,
You-
there's even more so because it can only go full auto.
Yeah, you know what? I take it back. Can I please bipod it?
Okay, you start to fire fully automatic while standing up. Your flurry of rounds misses the target, so you awkwardly hope no one's watching as you set
didn't
up
roll
the
it.
bipod and put
Yeah,
it down.
no, yeah, I didn't shoot. I didn't shoot. Fine, fuck it. I guess I have to. I'll fire the first volley firing straight up. All right, so 0 modifiers, right? I'm about to hit submit.
Yep.
Here we go. Fail.
Yep.
Your first burst shoots wide, narrowly missing the target and clipping the corner of it. A nearby private, firing of his last gun, looks at you in disbelief. He says, "You can't hit a target with a heavy bolter at this range? Where did they pick you up from?"
Oh, the depression is slowly eating Dipsy. He puts the fucking thing on a bipod, and he steels himself to actually hit the targets.
Alright. Is Taven
Alright,
taking
here I
part in
go
this and
again.
would like to fire?
Yep. Do you-
I just have to figure out the range I have because I don't even think I can hit something 15 meters with what I want to use.
I guess I will.
Oh yeah, you don't have a last pistol, do you?
He doesn't have a gun. I don't think. I know. I did take the carbine that he left on the table. I have it in my backpack if he wants it.
I was wanting to practice using my powers,
So you're gonna electrocute, like literally downrange.
pretty much.
Okay,
gotta
well,
find
I
where-
will let you roll that. Do you want to keep firing your heavy bolter?
Yes.
See if you hit.
Here we go. Boop. Hey, I hit it.
You're firing upon the bipod after adjusting your heavy bolter allows you to hit the target with chest burst direct center. The the private who was mocking you earlier looks and goes, maybe you should have done that the first time before going back to firing.
I put my head down and go like, yeah, I noticed that too. Can I roll the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, God's sake!
Your next burst again goes wild, shooting slightly up to the top and right, missing the target, but only narrowly. The same private who mocked you earlier again looks and gives off a quiet snigger. Several other people around him also give a muffled snigger as the as the gunnery sergeant comes up and says, "Private, who the hell taught you how to fire that weapon?"
I was never taught how to fire this weapon, Sergeant. I was
Well,
taught
it
how to fire up.
shows.
I was trained for heavy last tech.
He looks
Look
at you and
down.
goes, "That's no excuse. You can't even hit the broadside of a bomb with that thing."
I look over pissed. Do you want me to do push-ups, sir?
He says, "You're going to keep firing that thing until you hit one target direct center. Short
I
control
fire-
bursts, open fire."
Submit. Ah, I did it!
He says, "Again." He looks at you with pity and annoyance in his voice. He goes, "Again, Private, or I'm going to make you run 10 laps around the compound with that bloody thing." He says, "Right up." He says, "Grab your heavy bolter, 10 laps around the compound, double time."
I begin jogging.
The gunnery sergeant follows you, berating you and encouraging you to run faster as you run. "Go faster! Come on, let's see if you can run as good as you can shoot."
That's where I have to use my agility to just absolutely leave him in the dust.
Well, then roll
Or in fact,
agility.
strength. It's strength, isn't it? Is it strength? Because I'm carrying the heavy bolter. And
Yeah,
running.
I'm going to say it's strength.
Okay, I have 40 in that. Do I need a modifier?
No, yeah, -10 because you've carried a heavy bolter. And your equipment.
Minus 10. All right, let's see how negative this goes. Let's see how
Do you have
bad.
athletics or
Oh, I do have athletics. Yeah. GM, I have athletics. Does that help?
Oh, yeah, athletics helps.
Okay. So, what does that mean? Does it mean I just don't have a modifier then?
Yeah, we'll get rid of the modifier for that.
Okay, submit.
It's, so you managed to successfully complete the lap. However, you're panting and breathing heavily as you do. You were able to achieve, but it seems like you need a nap or a sit down for 5 minutes afterwards. The sergeant says, "Well, you managed to make it, you grox shit, but let's see how well you do next time. Next time you come on the range, you better be prepared to actually hit something." Dismissed.
Yes, sir. Dipsy is now in the deepest dip of depression he has ever been in, and he goes back to the fucking tent, and he falls on the floor next to Doc, and he sleeps.
Meanwhile, back at the firing range, Taven launches a bolt of lightning that completely obliterates the... Oh, someone coming and going. Completely obliterates the target in front of him. The gunnery sergeant and the onlooking privates doing their gunnery shooting look in amazement and slight discomfort at this amazing ability of psychic power.
Did I see this, or did I already go back and fall asleep?
No, you've gone back and fallen asleep.
Okay.
Taven stayed at the range, remember?
Yeah. I got fucking drilled, and he's just standing there like...
Clearly, the God Emperor does not favor you.
No, I'm noticing that. I'm noticing that a lot. Thank you, Taven.
well, here's the crazy thing. The thing about using willpower is you add your psychic rating for each psi power. You add 5. I have a psi focus that's a +10, and my willpower is already 53.
So you
Very
so-
nice.
So what? Did you just like take out like multiple targets downrange with your lightning?
Actually, technically, that would mean I roll D10 5 times.
Wait, I was just doing the regular roll from the character sheet. Was I rolling wrong?
No.
Yes,
What?
I think.
Because I wasn't rolling d10s. Like I wasn't doing this.
That's if you do hit and do damage.
Oh, and I was just shooting down range using the ballistic skill. So
Yeah.
okay. Well,
The roll you would have just made would have made that would have been a 70 if you were rolling to hit.
I see. I still can't believe I missed that many fucking times. I only hit twice.
You're like a
So-
World War One machine gunner. You're just firing bullets. You're not really knowing where.
What's the thing's general toughness and armor? Just out of curiosity.
Well, it's a like metal
I
target
know.
board.
Yeah.
Oh, God, is he about to blow up the medical target board?
Well,
Oh, it's a
I
medical.
didn't. No, it's a metal target, like a metal plate.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually pretty tough.
Yeah. Well, it's designed to be like shot at multiple times.
But you're firing lightning at it, though. Doesn't it melt it?
Lightning, yeah.
Yeah, your lightning. As I said, from my description, your lightning fried a hole in it.
Oh, damn. You can see light coming through the hole. That's cool.
Does anyone have anything else, or are you going to wander
Just-
back to your?
Oh, and you want to know? Oh, and here's a funny thing.
Hmm.
If I have the psychic hood, that's another +5, and of course defense, and it keeps me more stable.
So, does it show that I am very new to this game and never played it before to see how stupid I am? Yes, thank you.
Well, it's mostly unlucky rolls.
That was some
Yeah.
serious bad luck. Okay?
I think
Did
this
you
was
have
a.
like 4 successes in total?
The entire session out of the like probably 15 rolls I've done, I only passed 3.
And I guess I'll just ask the GM because I think I know what I'd want to get with the since I don't have a companion, or
Yeah.
it's an obvious one. I probably would just want to have an improved psi rating of just an extra 1.
Dempsey would like to get up and get in the showers. Can you
Yeah.
at least do that without tripping?
So I know. So I'm just asking. Would that sound like a
agility.
fair trade?
Yeah, I think that sounds like a fair trade.
Oh, still gonna have to buy the next one with 800 experience if I want a 4.
Oh,
But still,
shit.
yeah,
Wait, so
it would. If I want to get to a 2 to a 3, it would cost me 600 XP experience.
wow, that's a lot of XP to use it. So is that what we all got then? I'm
No,
guessing
no,
nothing.
no. I'm just saying. That's how much it costs. Like that's
Yeah, I was going to give you. Is it too stingy to give you 100 for no companions? Because that was my original thought.
well, maybe.
I mean, they're just the cut dry recruit, aren't they? The standard infantry guardsmen.
Yeah, but that is essentially another character doing stuff for you.
I mean, literally, mine's just going to be there, kind of patting me on the back every time I fuck up.
I'm
maybe
almost
you
tempted to give you one now. Just for that.
Maybe 200 XP then?
Okay, 200 sounds fair.
200.
Awesome.
Putting
I'm
all
so-
of your
Okay, well then I can't trade in that because, like I said, a 2 to 3 is 600 experience.
So, Lord
I'm-
Kiwi, I will let you do whatever you want with that companion of mine. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, I'm tempted to give it to you and just make them. make
Make them the heavy gunner.
make them point out every one of your mistakes and be like really patronizingly compassionate. Like pat you on the back. There. It's okay.
I'm just gonna start crying at this point, dude. I just lost my strawberry lemonade that I was drinking.
Okay, so I get 200 experience instead of possibly a psi increase.
I'll make it free.
Okay,
And
that one
that's-
got okay.
That's my final.
Okay, good. Oh, good. Now I can attack people at 40 meters from me with no risk to anyone.
Nice.
And I
I'm
get
assuming I don't get that extra XP then.
Wait, are you still screaming?
You have a
outside the
servitor.
bed?
You have a servitor, but I'll give you 200 if you. So you don't have any other servitors. So you have a
Alright.
servitor and 200.
That allows me to buy like a characteristic increase. So that's
Cool.
good.
And
okay, fair enough.
heavy gunner, I am so tempted to not give you XP and give you that NPC support character.
I'll take it. I'll take it if you allow me.
I'm so tempted to give you a bloody like a baldric.
Oh wait, giving him a Bulgrin?
No, a baldric like from Blackadder.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Like a
this
little-
evil
little
ass
assistant.
person who's just like, there, you did fine. It's like, no, you fucking didn't, you failure.
I'll see how mean I'm feeling and if I feel like creating another private or not. It would be hilarious. Alright, well, aside from my disjointed absence, I think that was alright. All you need to do next time is actually get the mission started. So
Yeah.
leave the base and go adventuring.
I
Yeah.
do have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Lucas still screaming outside the tent in Binary?
No, we
Wow.
went back to the vehicle bay to repair Chimera 17.
No, I only did that for like a couple of seconds and then I left.
Alright, so you're fixing the vehicle that we're gonna use. Okay. Please tell
The
me.
binary screeching is me updating my goal.
Oh God. Next goal. Kill as many enemies as possible. I might need to let him on the heavy gun because succeeding I can't shoot straight. By the way, I just want to point out that I would have failed all of those regardless because my character is trained for las weaponry, not ballistics. It's in his character sheet. I was fucked the moment I got that goddamn gun.
And we tried telling you multiple.
Oh, whoa! A laser that goes pew pew! God
You
damn
could have easily. You could have just been a specialist, a
it!
stormtrooper.
Alright. Next
felt
time the mission begins.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.